Hello everyone, I am Shraddha. Today I will be discussing the topic on contract of guarantee in Indian Contract Act. As we all know, guarantee means promise or assurance. Thus, a contract of guarantee means an undertaking to answer for the payment or performance of another person's debt or obligation in the event of default by the person primarily responsible for it. The contract of guarantee is governed by Indian Contract Act in which one party acts as a surety in case the defaulting party fails to fulfill its obligation. It is mostly required in the cases when a party requires a loan, goods or employment. So what is contract of guarantee? Section 126 of Indian Contract Act defines contract of guarantee as a contract to perform the promise or discharge the liability of the defaulting party in case he fails to fulfill his promise. So let us understand with an example. Ravi advances a loan of rupees 50,000 to Rahul. Kishore, who is a friend of Rahul, promises to repay it if Rahul fails to pay. Here, Ravi is the creditor, Rahul is the principal debtor, and Kishore is the surety. There are three parties involved in the contract of guarantee, namely creditor, principal debtor, surety. So, what is creditor, principal debtor, and surety? Creditor is a party who has given something of a value to borrow and stands to receive the payment for such a thing and to whom the guarantee is given. Principal debtor is the one who borrow or is liable to pay and on whose default the guarantee is given. And surety is the person who gives the guarantee to pay in case of the default of principal debtor. In the above example, Ravi is a creditor in which he gives a loan of 50,000 to Rahul, who is a principal debtor, in a contract in which, in case of the default of payment of Rahul, Kishore, the surety holder, will pay on behalf of him. Essentials of guarantee. Three parties. There must be three parties available in a contract of guarantee, namely surety, creditor, and principal debtor. Consideration. According to section 127 of the Act, anything is done or any promise made for the benefit of principal debtor is sufficient consideration to the surety for giving guarantee. The consideration must be fresh one and not the past consideration. It is also not necessary that the guarantor must receive any consideration. In the case of SBI, the State Bank gave a notice to the debtor and also threatened legal action against her. But her husband agreed to become the surety and undertook to pay the liability and also executed a promissory note in favor of State Bank and it refrained from threatened notice. It was held that such patience and acceptance on the bank's part constituted consideration for the surety. Existence of debt. The main function of contract of guarantee is to secure the payment of debt taken by the principal debtor. If no such debt exists, then there is nothing left for the surety to secure. Hence, in cases when debt is time barred or void, no liability of surety arises. It was held that if there is no principal debt, then there is no valid guarantee. Essential of the valid contract. The essential required for a valid contract, such as free consent, valid consideration, offer and acceptance, etc., are required to be fulfilled. No concealment of fact. According to section 143 of the Act, states that any guarantee in which the creditor has obtained by the means of keeping silent is invalid. Illustration. A guarantees to C payment for iron to be supplied to him to B to the amount of rupees 2000 tons. B and C privately agree that B should pay 5 rupees per ton beyond the market price. This agreement is concealed from A, so A is not liable as a surety. No misrepresentation. According to section 142 of the Act states, any guarantee which has been obtained by the means of misrepresentation made by the creditor or with knowledge and accent concerning a material fact of transaction is invalid. Contract of guarantee can be classified into two types, namely specific guarantee and continuing guarantee. From the word specific, we can understand the meaning that is specific transaction. So, when a guarantee is given in respect of a single debt or single transaction and is come to an end, and when the guaranteed debt is paid or the promise is duly performed, is called as specific guarantee. Illustration: A is a fruit seller who supplies a set of fruit to B under the contract. If B does not pay, then his uncle C will make the payment. This is a contract of specific guarantee, and C's liability would come to an end at the moment when the payment is done. A continuing guarantee is defined under Section 129 of Indian Contract Act, which applies to a series of transactions. It applies to all the transactions entered into by the principal debtor until it is revoked by the surety. The most important thing that it applies to a series of separable distinct transactions. Therefore, when a guarantor is given for an entire consideration, it cannot be termed as continuing guarantee. For example, A in consideration that B will employ C in collecting the rents of B's owner promises B to be responsible to the amount of 5,000 rupees for the due collection and the payment by C for those whose rent. This is called as continuing guarantee. Revocation of continuing guarantee. A contract of guarantee can be revoked in following two ways, namely by giving a notice or by the death of surety. Continuing guarantee can be revoked by giving a notice to the creditor, but this applies to the future transaction only. Just by giving the notice, the surety cannot waive his responsibility and will be liable for the transaction that was done before the notice was given to him. For example, A guarantees to B the extent of rupees 12,000 and C shall pay for all the goods brought by him during next 5 months. B sells the good worth of rupees 7,000 to C. A gives the notice of revocation. If any goods are sold to C after the notice of revocation, A shall not be liable for that. By the death of surety. Under Section 131, death of surety operates as a revocation of continuing guarantee in respect to transaction taking place after the death of surety due to the absence of contract. However, his legal representative will continue to be liable for the transaction entered in before his death. Hope you guys understand the meaning, essential and kinds of guarantee. Thank you.